Hey everyone, it's me again. So I've been sitting here waiting since last night for this load. This is actually very weird and opposite of my experience here at Crete. This is the first time I've ever experienced this. I feel like someone dropped the ball on our customer's part, but hey, I don't know. Been waiting for a trailer number for this to be able to pick up this load. But anyway, go. Anywho, so sorry. Every time I go to do a video, she has to climb all over me. See these spots right here? That's from sunburn. I was talking to my neighbor outside for like an hour and a half and didn't have sunscreen on. I was facing the sun and I just didn't know how to end it, and I didn't want her to be facing the sun. So yeah, I took one for the team. And they show up every now and then really dark. But anyway, I've thought about trying to lighten them, but what are you doing? Come on, go over here. I've thought about lightening them, but it's a reminder of that day. Go. Literally been laying next to her all day, and I get up to do a video and she wants to be on me. Like what? Anyway, okay, let me get to it. Sorry, it's been like a minute and a half. All right, so working at Crete. I started working at Crete in September, okay? And like the funny thing is that like I have been told by quite a few drivers across the nation, well, across my experience as a truck driver, that Crete is a good company. And actually one of my husband's best friends worked for Crete, and a couple times. I am so sorry. I have not been sleeping very good this week. I think it is the perimenopausal symptoms that I am experiencing. Yay. And it could be demonic. I really do need to do another deliverance. But anyway, I didn't choose to come to Crete, and I'll tell you why. I didn't like their basic trucks. Like, the logo, I find, was very lame. I don't think that way anymore, but I did. I was like, oh my god, it's so basic. Like, their trucks are so basic. Their equipment is so basic. What a shallow, superficial, stupid reason why I didn't come here. Like, what? I didn't choose Crete. God did. I really wasn't looking at Crete to come here. Like, I just didn't, you know? And like, I got one of the most flashy, good-looking companies working for GP Transco, and it was the worst company I've ever worked for. So yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover. And I come here, and when I say this, okay, I've been working here for 6 months now. I love it here. Okay, they are not perfect by no stretch of the imagination, but they know what they're doing. They take care of business. They take care of the driver. The driver does come first here. Like, even the office staff will say that the driver comes first here. And I can tell you, I've experienced it. Like, I can breathe here. I can relax. I can enjoy life. I can enjoy trucking again. GP and Ozark got me to the point where I was like literally hating trucking. I hated the industry. I was to the point where like I wanted to just quit altogether. And being here at Crete has restored my hope in the industry. I absolutely love it here. Now, I joke because Greg and I call it the like the retirement home for drivers, because we're all old people here. Like, we're all old people, and literally like almost once a week we get bereavement notices. People just come here and like it's their final stop. Like, they're like, I'm here for the rest of my life to retire. Like, it's a good company, guys. Like, it's a great company. Like, I don't know. I love the drivers here. I've only come into 2 that were really jerks, that were real jerks. One was a younger guy and one was an older guy. So, I mean, age is not a thing. But literally everybody else has been amazing. I love it here. Like, the pay. Okay, so they pay. I'm gonna get to some facts, okay? And then I'll get to my opinion more so. They will pay you based on your experience and your record. I would have been paid a cent more, but because I had a lane violation in Georgia, I didn't get that extra penny. But it's okay because I still get paid well. They have profit sharing here. They pay you for when they call you in for a drug screen, a random drug screen. You get paid $25 for that. You get paid for extra stops. You get paid for detention. You get paid for layover. I can tell you detention and layover is very, very rare. Like this situation here, I've never experienced this here. There is a downside though. You do have to run the Walmart dedicated runs twice a year and they don't pay you worth a crap. I hate it. I ran for Paul's Valley and I never want to do it again. That one was the worst one. We have 20 terminals. Of those 20 terminals though, I think there's like 4 or 5 that are DCs that are inside of Walmart's parking lots. And those we are not allowed to shut down at unless we're running the dedicated. So those are like off the map. Let's see. We have refrigerated. We have drive-in. They have local. They have dedicated. I mean, there's so much that you can do here. We also have Hunt. Hunt is our flatbed division. If you want to work for flatbed, if you want to pull reefer, that's the Schaefer side. I have yet to be lied to. I have yet to be gaslit, except by, I hate to say it, but except by the Paul's Valley crew. I have been told that Paul's Valley was taken over by Crete, and all of the people there, all of the workers in the office and all of the drivers there know each other and they've been together, so they get special treatment. If you come in from the outside, you get the crap loads and the crap miles. That's why I don't want to ever go back there. But I don't mind running I wouldn't mind running any of the other dedicated. The job itself is so fun. Like running Walmart dedicated is a blast. Like it is so much fun. You just don't make the miles, so you don't make the money. But it's only for 2 weeks out of the year. I just hope and pray that the next time that they call me, it's not going to be bad timing like it was this last time. Oh my God. Anyway, you can decline loads here and it not count against you as long as it's like for a valid reason, which geeks me out so bad. I have been so, like, I don't know if you want to call it brainwashed or trained. I don't decline loads. Like, it is just, like, we were trained that you go ahead and accept it, and if you can't do it, you call and contact your dispatch and they'll take it off of you. But don't decline loads because it makes you look bad. And, like, here, it's not like that, and it freaks me out. Because there's been a couple times where I had to decline loads, and I'm like, decline. Oh, and I feel like a part of me dies. But let's see what else. Another thing that might be a possible negative is that we don't fuel at the same place. We don't fuel at Love's. Mostly we fuel at Pilot, but we do fuel at different locations. Now, it doesn't bother me because I'm so over Love's. Like, I do not like Love's. Like, I've dealt with Love's for so long and I'm so over it. They're so overpriced and it's overrated like you just don't even know. Like, I am so sick of Love's. They're newer buildings. They're being built so quickly that the showers suck. Everything, like, it's not a good experience to me. And everybody wants to shut down there. Nobody knows how to park. It's just, I don't like it. I stay away from Love's as much as humanly possible. I've actually come to like Pilot a lot. And I still have shower credits, like, for the past, like, since I went on home time before, like, it's been over a month. I'm like, how do I still have them? Because you lose them if you don't use them on Love's app, like, within 5 days. We do fuel at, let's see, we have all the big 5. TA and Petro is typically just for like 60 gallons to get you to the next fuel stop that's cheaper. Road Ranger we use. Let's see what else. I think that's it. And there are some Hucks that have like pilot fuel. We'll use those. They keep me at half a tank, which I absolutely love, because I mean every so often I will get down to the last quarter of, or the last eighth of a tank, but it's very rare, and I think it's only in situations where the fuel is so expensive where I'm at that they want to get me to go a little bit further. But they are so unbelievably good at planning your trips and the timing of your fuel. Like it is incredible, and a lot of this stuff is automated through the system that they programmed, and it is great. I will say another negative is that we receive an ungodly amount of messages, okay? And at first it really pissed me off, but I've come to get used to it. The first 4 or 5 months, it was like, oh my God, all right already. You know, they'll send you messages like, don't forget to put your enforcer lock on. Don't forget to take it off. You know, just stuff that is like common sense type stuff. But, you know, I can't say that it's not necessary, because the first 3 locks that I had, I left on trailers. So yeah, it's needed. But it doesn't like help me to remember. I just remember. You know, it's like, I don't know. My husband really got me into the habit of remembering the lock. I was so impressed with him and his ability to keep track of that lock. I felt like I owed it to him not to lose it. You know what I mean? Like it really helped motivate me. It's crazy. So like, yeah, I do it for you, babe. Let's see what else. The loads. Okay, so we have mostly drop-in hooks, which I will honestly say hated at the beginning, because we do have manual release trailers. Okay, so there's no air release. Wait, I take that back. I think I came across one air release trailer and I was freaked out. I was like, what is this? But literally all of our other trailers are the pull handle for the tandem release. And the reason I think this is, I have not asked, but the reason I think this is because they don't freeze up during the winter, and that's one less thing that you have to worry about. It is a pain because you have to get out 3 times in order to set the tandems where you need them, unless, you know, you miss the mark. But if you get it right, 3 times. You get out to release the tandems, then you go move the tandems, and then you come out to get them locked in place. And unless it lines up perfectly with the hole, you have to go in, move the tandems again to lock in place, then go out and pull the handle to lock it, because it doesn't lock in place automatically. So yeah, you have to get out 3 times. And it was really hard at first, and some days it really is still, because you'll have like 2 and 3 drops, or not drops, but like, you know, it just depends on how everything works out. I do have a lot of drive days. We do run all 48 states. I absolutely love that. They give me really good loads, keep me running. I can easily get 3,000 plus miles a week, easily. You want to run, they're going to give you the miles. And if you're not happy with your miles, you can speak up. Like, they don't retaliate against you here. They don't disrespect you here. They don't talk down to you here. I have had nothing but great experiences with the communication here. Honestly, like, the only company that I ever had issues with communication was Total Transportation. They were all over the place. Like 5 and 6 people would call you and contact you at the same time. Not the same time, but on the same load, asking you the same questions. I'm like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? We have technology. Why aren't y'all putting notes in the system? Why aren't you reading them? What is going on? Why are there so many people calling? Like, it would make me so mad. I will say there is a negative to this place. Anytime that there's a special situation that changes your miles, like say, if you have to go and look for an empty trailer, or if you have to T-call it in the middle of the run, or something strange happens to where your miles change, you do have to keep on that. And I have to, like, tell them every single time it happens to fix it. What else? We do have a great maintenance program here. They check these trailers every quarter. They call them T1 services, okay? And if you bring your trailer in for a T1 service, it's a preventative maintenance program. You will get a negative score, a negative point towards your safety score. Now, everybody knows that in trucking, the higher your score, the worse it is. You want the lowest safety score, because that means that you don't have any dings on your record, no violations and things like that. I'm in -7 right now. I try my best to get these trailers checked out when I can. You do have to bring them to a terminal. So if you're not crossing through a terminal or anything, they don't expect you to do it. You got to do it. You got to make an effort if you can. You know, that's all they expect of you. What else? Their equipment is awesome. I mean, I was dogging their logos and their trucks, saying that they were basic, but they were really awesome. Like, they make sure that the Opti idle works, that the bunk heaters work. They even send out messages telling you in between the seasons to double check and make sure everything's running, because like it's about to get really hot out here, and so they want to make sure that all of our air conditioners are working so that we can be comfortable in these trucks. We do have a scorecard, like I showed you in the video for GP. I'll show you at the end of this what the scorecard looks like. It is awesome, because I always have a hard time like understanding where I stand and what my stats are, and you know, I don't like bugging my driver manager or safety or anything like that, and this gives it to you so you know exactly where you stand, where you need to improve on. And I mean, it's just, there's so many systems in place here that help us to be successful. Even on our trailers, like there is a mark where the 40 foot mark is, so you don't have to guess. Like, it is just, you know, it's so easy to be successful here at Crete. It is so easy to make money here. It is so easy to make the miles here. It is so easy to be happy and stress-free here. I feel, this is just my personal opinion, if you don't make it here at Crete, I don't know. Maybe trucking is not for you, and that's not a bad thing. It just means that maybe this is not your niche. You know what I'm saying? Or your niche, whatever it's called. Maybe there's something else that you need to be doing with your life, you know? But that's not a bad thing. That's just my personal opinion, because that's what I've experienced. Like, I haven't come across anybody that wasn't extra helpful, glad to be here, just a team player, you know? Like, it is such, the whole atmosphere here is different. It's like grown-ups, like grown folk running a business, like it's supposed to be. Like, you know, I don't know how else to describe it. You know, it's, I don't get any sense of favoritism. Like, I joke with my driver managers and like the overnight staff and the weekend dispatchers and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I know you know, I'm your favorite. I know. I honestly don't feel that way. I just like messing with them. I truly feel like there's no, I don't know. I just don't feel like you get special treatment here. You do your job. You keep your nose clean. You run hard. You know, you do what's asked of you, what's expected of you, what you hired on for, and you're not going to have any problems here whatsoever. What else? Let me think of. They remind you when you haven't taken home time for a while. They send you a message saying, hey, you've been out for this many days. You may need to schedule home time. They encourage you to take your home time. You do get a day out for every week, a day for every week that you're out. I'm not sure what the maximum is. I couldn't tell you. But I've taken up to 10 days. Like, I don't go home, but maybe once every 2 to 3 months. And now that my daughter's back in my life, I go home more often. But I usually just take a week a day off for every week, and I do have like extra credit. Like I have extra weeks off, so like I don't always take my full amount, because in case something comes up and I need to take extra days, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for it. Like they've never given me issues. And like the last 3 home times I've gotten sick and I've had to extend my time, and I'm like, dude, they're gonna start questioning me. Like, if this is not a good look. But they haven't. Like, they treat me with respect. And you know, I believe that I've proven myself to where that they know that I'm not gonna lie to them, you know. So yeah, the only places that I haven't really been, I don't really go into the northeast too much. I do want to go to Maine, and I do want to hit Vermont. I do ask them, but yeah, it's so this, like, for me personally, everything that I need in trucking, everything that I need from a company in trucking is here at Crete. Like, I don't know, it's just I'm shocked because it is a mega company, and I do know that they are debt free, which is incredible. Like they say, this is what they say, we don't want to be the biggest, we want to be the best. And I truly believe that, and that's what that number 1 on the side of their trailers mean, is that they strive to be the best, not the biggest. You know, they want to be the best, and I truly believe that. I absolutely do. Oh, and also I will say this too. All right, so I don't typically get involved in the benefits. I believe it's a scam. Like insurance and all of that is a scam. However, this company has great insurance. They have great 401k plan. I've actually enrolled in the 401k. Shocker. I've enrolled in the profit sharing. I've also enrolled in, I'm going to be enrolling in the benefits and the medical and all of that. I regret not doing it, but yeah, I was really shocked about it. What else? I'm trying to think about it. Oh yeah. We have quarterly mileage bonuses, okay, that you can get if you get 30,000 miles within the 3 months of driving. You get an extra 4 cents per mile for every mile driven those 3 months. Like for but again, like I said, you have to get over 30,000 miles for the 3 months. So that's like 10,000 miles each month. Not hard to do, even if you go home. Because I'm gonna tell you, like, I was home twice. Maybe 3 times. And I was extended home time, and I still made it. My driver manager really pushed for me to get it, and yeah, I was able to get it. So you can get like gosh, I'm trying to remember how much it is. Anyway, you can do the math. It's 4 cents per mile for every mile driven in the 3 months if you get over 3,000 miles. And that's quarterly. And then that's not the same thing as the profit sharing. At the end of the year, you get profit sharing. And that's exciting. Like, like I said, if you can't make money here, good money here at Crete, there's a problem. You're not doing something right. Like, I absolutely love it here. And I'm not just saying this because I work here, because I can tell you it took me so long to do reviews for the other companies because I had nothing good to say. And I don't like to post negative reviews, but when I feel like it's necessary, then I do. I'm trying to think of what else here. You do get vacation. I don't really know what it is. I haven't been here long enough. Like, I haven't been at a company longer than, I just make a year in the last 2 companies. So, like, I don't know. It's probably your typical, 1 week for every year that you're here. Actually, you know what? We do qualify for PTO or paid time off, every week it does add up, and so you accrue it as you work. It's not like you just get it all at once at the end of the year, because I have had to use those a couple times. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I mean, the communication here is great. I even absolutely adore the after hours team. Like, it is so seamless that when my driver, like, I have a hard time remembering when my driver manager is off, because literally, like, nothing changes. Nothing changes. You know, it's very rare that they'll be like, ask your driver manager when they come in Monday. You know, typically they'll have the answer for you. They can find the solution for you. If they absolutely can't, or if it's out of their pay grade, that's when they're like, okay, get with your driver manager. But, like, it's just so simple. And you know, what I really love too is being back with, they call them forms. They don't have macros here. They're forms. But, like, the system, it's like any other thing. You know, at first it seems so foreign and it seems so overwhelming and so scary, but once you get used to it, it's a really great system. They have pretty much everything you need on the tablet. You don't have to use your phone for anything. I choose to use my phone. Even like the scale apps, I think the fuel apps are on there. So literally, like, you don't have to download any apps on your phone. I do it for convenience. It's as I'm telling you, like, it's super. I love it here. I absolutely love it here. I mean, just great people. Crete is absolutely the epitome of what the trucking industry should look like, in my opinion, in every way. You know, the negatives are so few. Like, I love it here. I really do. I mean, even their trucks. Okay, let me tell you something. All right. These trucks are, I don't know if they've added extra insulation, or I know they have extra insulation on the floor. I can 1000% vouch for that, because these floors, like, there is a thick pad underneath this mat covering the floor. Okay, plus the insulation underneath. So it is, like, super soft. Like, I haven't even had any, I don't have any rugs in my truck. I've never been able to go without rugs in my truck, because it hurts my feet, and my feet are pretty tough. And I haven't had to do that yet. I do want rugs though, because, you know, I'm a extra like that, and I like to decorate. But I mean, it's so squishy and soft. It's, like, so nice, and it's never cold. It's never hot. Like, this girl, she can't stand it if I'm not giving her 100% attention all the time. Yeah, I don't wake up in like cold weather and my feet aren't freezing on the floor, and then in hot weather it's not super hot. I mean, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. We have Freightliners. We do have Kenworths. I haven't driven a Kenworth. I don't know what they're like. I couldn't tell you. And we don't get, okay, so, like, I know before with Crete was all red trucks and Schaefer was all the blue trucks. It's not like that anymore. They just give you whatever they have available. So if you see a blue truck, it might be a Crete driver, and if you see a red truck, it might be a Schaefer driver. But I do know that Hunt uses their own trucks. That is all the burgundy colors. And I don't know if there's anything else that, like, I'm forgetting. Please, like, in any of my review videos, please feel free to put your experiences in the comments. If I forget good things that I've, you know, said, or if I've made mistakes, if you have any questions, like, if you want answers to the things I didn't have answers to, I can find the answers for you. They do have a rider policy here that is no cost to you. I know, like, other places you have to pay the insurance. I don't think we have to pay it here, but we do have to pay the pet deposit, which I believe is $1,000 for 2 pets. I think it's $500 for each pet. Don't quote me on that. I didn't pay attention to it. I was like, whatever. I mean, I'm so used to having to pay pet deposits. I don't sweat over it. But you do have to pay it, and they do take it out in increments of $50, I think, from your paycheck. They do have a company store that exists at the Lincoln Terminal, which is our headquarters, and it is amazing. Like, they have so much cool stuff there. They even have 3D printed covers for your buttons that are custom made for your Kenworth or your Freightliner, so that your dogs can't roll the windows down. And they will install them for you. Let's see what else. Once you've been here for 90 days, I think, you can do the payroll deduction for your purchases from the C-store. But yeah, it's awesome here. I love it. And like I said, if you have any other questions or, oh yeah. One more thing. Thank you, Lord. We do have a driver referral bonus program here. You get, from what I understand, you get $500 when I believe they get hired. Complete orientation. I'm not sure. I've never done it yet. You get $500 in the beginning, and then after that, you get a cent per mile for every mile they run the first year that they're here. Which our goal for the year is 113,000 miles. So that's what Crete wants us to shoot for. So you can get 1,500. Is it, wait, hang on. Let's see, 1130. So 1630 is what you can get. Like I said, there's so many opportunities to make money here. If you're not making money, you're not doing something right. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm extremely happy here, and I'll be honest with you. Like I said, it wouldn't have been my first choice. It wasn't my first choice. And God chose this place for me, and He knew what He was doing. And I highly, highly, highly recommend Crete for any driver that wants to be respected, wants to make the miles, wants to be in good hands with good equipment, safe equipment, structure. You know what's expected of you. There's no games. You don't get harassed. You don't get micromanaged. Oh, and also, let me tell you this too before I go. We don't have cameras in our truck. Like, not even, oh yeah, we do actually. We have forward facing cameras, okay, that are automatically installed. But like, as far as for inward facing cameras, you only get that the first 60 days that you work here. And I was actually supposed to have it for 90 days because of my violation, and they ended up taking it out after 60 days. They kept harassing me to take the camera out. I'm like, dude, what is up? I'm like, the camera doesn't bother me. Like, I'm so used to having inward facing cameras. Like, I've never worked for a company that was like so hard up about getting this camera out. What is the deal? They usually like want to sit there and force you to have one. And they said that they only have so many cameras, and they use them for only the drivers that is absolutely necessary. And if you don't need it, then they're not going to waste that resource in your truck. Like, they are smart. They're smart with their business and their practices, and it makes sense. So yeah, that's something else you don't have to deal with, is inward facing cameras. And that's all I can think of. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, Crete Carrier Corporation. She likes it here too. They do have kennels at almost every single terminal, and a lot of them are indoors, and they do have some places where like some of the kennels you can wash your dog inside the kennels. They have a bath area, and yeah. Anyway, that's it. I love you guys, and tomorrow we get back to Jesus. Thank you. I miss it. I've missed it. And I'm sorry these videos took so long. It's been hectic. It's been hectic. This girl loves me way too much. Way too much. Love me less. Love me less, puppies. Love me less.